What's going on, guys? God bless you. Carlos here with Serranos Mobile Detail in Dallas, Texas. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. Today's video is a little bit difficult to understand the situation as I'm not there yet. But I received a phone call from the customer stating that he got the vehicle detailed for his wife, but the wife isn't happy. So he's maybe caught up in a little bind. Unfortunately, all I got from the conversation was clay bar. So I don't know if this detailer did a wax job or what he did, but I did hear clay bar. But that's pretty much it. I received some pictures of the vehicle where this car, the hood, it's mainly the hood is the issue, has a lot of scratches. But the wife says those weren't there. So I'm going there right now to pretty much inspect the car, see what I can do to alleviate the situation for this customer, and hopefully make his wife smile, because they say they take very good care of their vehicles, and they've never seen this on the car. So I really don't know what I'm getting into, but I brought all the tools, all the equipment to hopefully get the job done. So stick around and let's get going. Alright, so as I'm heading to the location, I started to think, right now we are about 38 degrees. The customer has a garage, but I don't think it's heated. So one of the benefits of being mobile is I'm able to go to them, right? But one of the cons about it is that I don't have heat, right? So, or one of the cons of not having shop is that you're not in a controlled climate environment, if that makes sense, right? So when I arrive, if the customer does decide to go forward with the job, I'm going to show you guys what I do in situations when it's cold. So we'll see how this pans out, because it's a bit chilly. So I really don't know how I'm going to handle this situation. I have an idea that will definitely work for this area. Obviously, in other scenarios, I usually carry my propane heater, my propane, and that's how I warm up cars. But I think I didn't bring none of that, so I think this might work when I do get to the customer's house. Alrighty, guys, so we have pretty much assessed the situation. This vehicle has some nice scratches all around the hood. The main concern really is just customer just wants to alleviate the situation. To her, she's never seen this, so recently got it serviced at Lexus. I can't say if maybe their Lexus did it. You know, it's kind of hard to tell. But it is a 2011, so there's a lot of age to the paint. There's a little bit of oxidation. The paint just needs an uplift, right? So we ended up doing an estimate, did two areas, a one step and a two step. The one step, after doing the test area, it runs $400 for this hood to repair it. The two step, we're about $600. You know, and you put your work here and you let them decide, right? As for me, I'm really happy with the way a one step is going to look. It's going to bring the gloss back. It's going to remove a lot of these surface scratches, and it's going to do the job, right? So that's what we're going to do right now. I've gone ahead and prepped this paint, and now we're going to start really the correction. And just as I expected, when I put the pad to the paint and polish, of course, it was not working how I wanted it. And that's because it was very cold, the hood was cold, and this polish wasn't moving at all. Alright, so you might be wondering why I turned the vehicle on. And that's because it's very cold. So what I want to do right now is, by turning on the vehicle, a lot of the heat is going to start building on the hood. And that's what I want in order for the polish to really perform well and really start moving. So all the heat right now is coming up, and it's going to help me polish this hood much better. So that's just a tip if you didn't think about it. But with cold temperatures, you want to keep it warm. Alright, so hopefully the camera can kind of capture a little bit. It's the lighting. I don't have my bright lights today, but you can see how this hood looks after doing a nice one step. That looks way better. So we've diminished all that abrasion off, and that truly is what I wanted to provide, is just remove the surface scratches so that the customer can be happy. This is bothering them a lot, bothering her, so my goal is just to eliminate that worry. They were worried about maybe a paint job, but we can definitely save this by just doing a nice one step. I ended up making a switch over to the M21 by Maxshine. That's their 21 millimeter. The reason I went this route is just because it's going to give me a quicker correction, and it's going to correct the majority of this hood at a quicker time. And I have the DIY waffle pad for this, and I gotta say, I really enjoyed this pad on this hood. It did really, really well. And just after a couple passes, guys, look at that. We are right back to how it should have been. You will see very, very light scratches, but obviously in order to really get it to where there is no scratches, the two-step would have been the way. There is some bird etching already right here. Let me see if we can get it now, but there is some bird etching right here. There it is. So there's some bird etching right there. So this is caused a lot of times is when the vehicle is not protected, it doesn't have protection, then a lot of the bird droppings, everything will just burn into your clear, but very minimal. But that is a huge improvement. And you will definitely see some very, very light micro scratches, right? But it really did well for that one step.
How did you do it? You are amazing. JC was right. I mean, it looks really nice.
Alrighty, y'all. This project is finally done, guys. Overall, like I said, we ended up using Coach Chemi P601. That's their all-in-one cut and seal. And then we paired it with the Rupes Yellow. I started with the Rupes Yellow. Then I switched over to the M21 by Maxshine, the 21 millimeter throw with the new DIY waffle pad. And I gotta say, I really enjoyed it on the curves. This thing cleaned it up so nicely. Overall, the hood looks way better now. It doesn't look faded anymore. It doesn't look oxidized. A lot of the majority of those surface scratches and some deep scratches definitely blended in the paint. really, really well. Obviously, there are some very light scratches that you can see. Obviously, with a two-step, it would definitely would have knocked those out, but I think a one-step was the perfect choice on this paint. As always, I don't like to be pushy when it comes to packages. You know, I just want to show you what I'm able to do, and you make your educated decision, right? Because at the end of the day, money's money, right? And I want to make sure that you feel very happy, very content with the amount that you're about to pay, right? So we ended up going with the one step, and that was perfectly fine. I even told the customer, I was like, honestly, the one step is gonna be just fine. Like, it's gonna alleviate, you know, your mind of seeing these scratches, and it was the perfect choice, to be honest. And then obviously to see, just to add that extra pop or extra gloss, I use a DIY ceramic gloss. As always, you use Carlos Serrano. I'll be posting a link on this one, and you can get you'll get 10% off, 10% off at discount. Obviously, some people are like, "Man, those things are expensive." Yeah, just order more and take the free shipping. That's usually what I do. I'll order like 7 of these bottles just to have. A lot of my ceramic coating clients, they all have the ceramic gloss because that's what they get when they purchase the coating. But has been by far my favorite. The only thing I use in my lineup, which, you know, you guys saw, this thing looks so nice. So as always, guys, God bless you, and thank you so much for watching today's video.